Welcome you guys to Politics with the Princess. This is week 2. This is the second show. We made it through the first show. So this is the second show. And I want to welcome the audience. Thank everybody who watched the first show. And pray that we get through the second show, okay? So first we want to welcome you to Politics with the Princess on WJZZ Cool TV. The coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and follow. So again, welcome back to the second show with Politics with the Princess. And what I want to do, after the first show, I thought about what did I want this show to be. So a couple of things that I want this show to be. First of all, pink. So we got our little pink set up. That's the first thing. But I want it to be fun. I want it to be me, right? Mm-hmm. So I work hard, but I have fun while I'm working hard, right? Mm-hmm. So I want it to be fun, educational, and very supportive. Supportive of, one, black business. So we have added something every week that we're going to do every Friday. We're going to support a black business, right? So if you notice today I have on this special shirt and it's called Cash and Harmony, and you see Cash and Harmony on the table, and we're going to talk about this clothing line later on in the show and tell you about Cash and Harmony. But it is black owned and it's by a young person and that you will meet later on. So that's one addition that we want to very much add to this show, is supporting black business. I want to let you know about our topics so you can call in. So we're taking calls all through the show, and we urge people to call in. So our first topic is, because we have a group of young people who chose to get out there and run, does everyone have the right to run for office, you guys? How do you feel about that? Call in and let us know. Like, how do you feel about the term, wait your turn? Wait your turn is something young people always hear, right? And our next topic, who do you think will win some of these hot municipal races? We have one in Detroit that's huge. We have a lot of drama going on in Pontiac that we want to hear about. And I think we have this girl named Elena calling in to catch us up on that. But we also have somebody from Pontiac in here to talk about that. Another topic that hit last week that everybody's talking about is Chief Craig possibly running statewide for office. How do you feel about that? And just a lighter topic, who is your favorite elected official and why? I don't want to hear who your worst is. I want to hear who's your favorite. And then we have announcements about something called the African American Leadership Awards that's coming up during Juneteenth. It is hot. So let's start by introducing my first guest. But let me give you the call-in number so you can call in on these topics, and we will be sure to say the topics all through the show. The phone number to call in is 313-355-6018, 313-355-6018. And now I want to introduce my guests. And so my first guest I want to introduce is, he's from Pontiac, you guys. And his name is Jeremy, last name Bowie. And he's running for Pontiac mayor. So Jeremy. And then we have Curtis Greene. I know Curtis Greene very well. I've known Curtis Greene over the years, and we'll talk about how he has he's young, but he's seasoned, young and seasoned. I don't know how those two mix, but he's been around. Yeah, he gets it done. He's running for Detroit mayor, which is huge. And then we have this young man across the room whose shirt I mentioned earlier, Cleothis. We'll call him Clee for short. And he is the owner of Cash and Harmony. So first, let's get started on, I'll ask you two these questions, the number one question, and we want callers to call in and tell us how they feel. So you are young and you are running. What do you feel about the term? First, your name, why you're running for office, and what do you feel about that term, wait your turn? Have you been told, wait your turn?
Yes. I was going to ask to speak first, but I guess I'm more aggressive with that. You know how I am.
Are you aggressive?
Yes.
Okay, that's what they say.
But
okay.
I've been told to wait my turn on everything that I've ever done. I mean, everything I've done started out as a joke first. They laughed at me when I went back to school. People would go, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do with a degree?" You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things. The first time I ran, it wasn't about winning.
The first time you ran, what did you run for, and how old are you?
Well, I'm 36, going on 37.
Okay.
And the first time I ran to expose.
You ran for what office?
I ran for mayor.
Okay.
In 2017.
Of Detroit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a Huffington Post article and stuff, but the reason why I ran wasn't essentially about winning the first time. It was about exposing the corruption in the Detroit's political system.
Okay.
So this time it's about winning, and because I got in this thing, I was about to start a restaurant, but everybody flaked out on me. I saved up the 5 figures that I needed. Everybody basically said they didn't want to do it.
During the pandemic, you were about to start a restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
some restaurants flourished during the pandemic.
It was gonna be mobile. They all flaked out. So I'm back on the line working, people barking at me, telling me to do this and do that. Job super boring. I don't like the people. They stealing from me at work. Stole $10 out of my coat for lunch. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of BS going on in here. And then I hear the news. 4 out of every 10 families in Detroit is in dire poverty. And I said, damn, dire? For you people who don't know, dire poverty means you at the last. I mean, you down to the bone. So 40% of every black family in Detroit is damn near homeless. I had to get in this thing because I know my whole platform.
So you got in it to basically help the people.
Right,
okay.
for the people, because poverty is never addressed by politicians. They skip, they dance. They doing everything. Oh, they don't want to touch poverty. We want to help the middle class. But you can't have a middle class unless you have people on the bottom.
Okay.
You can't have super rich without the people on the bottom. If they're empowered, they make more money.
Right. So, Jeremy, you're young. First of all, what's your age?
32.
32. Why did you say, have you ever ran for office before? Have you ever held any elected office before or anything?
First.
Why did you say, forget it, I'm just about to do mayor of Pontiac?
Yeah, so my why is, the last few mayors that's been in, I feel like I'm the most qualified Pontiac will see in decades to hold the office, probably ever. At the age of 32, I have a law degree. I've been a practicing attorney, a prosecutor. I've won cases on the highest level in this state.
Oh.
I've interned out in Washington, D.C. I worked at the Senate, worked at the White House. I've interned for judges. And
you're just 32.
And I'm 32 years old. I have a bachelor's degree from Michigan State University. Go Greene, go White.
No. Go blue. I missed you. Wait. Go blue.
I got a business degree.
Wait, Bob.
I can't even get
Go blue. Okay. So.
I'll let you have it. I've traveled the world. I've been to New Zealand, Brazil. So I've really branched out of Pontiac and branded Pontiac. I've said I'm from Pontiac, And so my why is I mentor the kids in the city. And if you look at the programming in the city, there's none.
Right.
But crime is up because these kids are bored. They don't have anything else to do. When you look at some of the real estate contracts we got into, I'm also a realtor.
Okay.
It's like, do you know what's going on?
So you've been looking at past deals that Pontiac has made, and you know that you have the knowledge and all this stuff to make better deals for your city and your people, right?
Right.
So you said, I'm stepping up.
Yeah, because I can't go and make change in another community when the community that raised me, made me, is hurting. So my why is to bring my city back. It's not to be mayor for 5 terms, 6 terms. Like I said last night, if I get my agenda off in a term or 2 terms, they can have it. But we have to have competent leadership at the head of Pontiac because Amazon is there, United Wholesale.
Y'all have Amazon there.
Yes. So businesses are coming in, but with a mayor like me, it's like, you can come into my city, but what are you going to do for Pontiac? And I'm going to hold you to that.
So, I love while you're there and you're jumping in the race. I also love young people running. I feel that if you think you're qualified for the job, you should run. I don't think that everybody should dictate who runs. But Pontiac has a lot of stuff going on with his race right now. You know, are we on the ballot? Are we off the ballot? Who's getting everybody kicked off the ballot? I knew that Perry Earl, the only one running for District 7, has been kicked off. So what happens with that? Like, does Kermit Williams still, like, or is it a special election coming, or are they just all doing write-ins? Like, what is going on with that situation?
So Perry would have to write in, and to me it's unfair. And I'm just going to go right into it.
Yeah, okay.
It's unfair because I think with him it was he didn't check a box that he was a U.S. citizen. But that's not a perjury. That's not a lie. That's just a clerical error that you can corroborate with his birth certificate, right? You can corroborate anything that he's a USA citizen. However, we have someone.
So we have the mayor of Pontiac, I will say, because I'm very interested in this part. So we have the mayor of Pontiac who, and if you want to call into this and elaborate on our first topic or this topic, you can call 313-355-6018. 313-355-6018. I really want to hear your thoughts about anything that we're discussing or anything we're not discussing. But you have the mayor who was kicked off the ballot, finance committee issues, right? Correct. She didn't file. You can speak to that. But it's a letter that's circulating that it was a vote made with the commission and she's back on the ballot. Is that a true statement? Is not a true statement? Is she on? Is she off?
So when you look at the official list that's printed out by Oakland County,
right,
her name is scratched off and says disqualified still to this day.
Okay.
So the issue with Mayor Wadman was that she paid her fines, right? But she didn't file the reports. You need to do both, okay, right? And so she made a statement saying that, everything is up to date.
On the affidavit, you people, when you file to run for office, is a question asking you, is your past reports clear? Like if you ran before. Oh, we have a caller. But yeah, on the statement. Yes, hello caller, how are you?
I'm fine. This is Artesia Bomber.
Hey Artesia, how are you? You might want to comment. Do you want to comment on any topic that we've discussed right now or one that was on the list?
I want to talk about James Craig.
That's our next topic, by the way. So I'll get your feelings on it first because you're a caller. But the feeling is, how do you guys feel? First, James Craig retired, Detroit Police Chief. And now he is, maybe not, he hasn't announced, running statewide. He said he's been asked by both Democrats and Republicans to step into the scene. Artesia, Bomber, how do you feel about that? Please give us your thoughts on it.
Well, I would not elect a police officer, ex-police officer as a governor. Because he does a great job as a police officer for the city of Detroit, I believe. He protected us through the pandemic. Our city is not burned down like the 1967 riots. So kudos for him for that. But he has been an aide to our mayor, Mike Duggan, who has absolutely done nothing, and I mean nothing, to help our inner communities in the city of Detroit for 8 whole years.
Oh, let's just say, you guys, I think Artesia is a candidate for Detroit mayor. I have to make that clear. Okay, so anything else you want to elaborate on, Ms. Bowman?
Yes, I would like to elaborate that. Chief Craig, I have to thank him for, protecting the city and everything, but I don't think that we should focus on him being a governor. And the only reason why I'm saying I'm not hating or anything like that at all whatsoever, but I'm simply saying that when the curfew came down from our governor, he was enforcing it. And a lot of people in Michigan is mad that we had to be on lockdown, that we had to wear those masks. By the way, tell Curtis Greene to take that mask off so we can see who he look like.
Right, take that mask off.
Take that mask
Okay.
off. We need to see our mayoral candidate. We going up against Mayor Duggan. We both got the same thing in mind, that our cities are ran down and Mayor Duggan don't care anything about the inner communities. But as far as James Craig is concerned, I think that he should not retire and that he was doing a great job as the chief of police. And if Curtis Christopher Greene or myself take the baton away from Mayor Duggan, then I would love to have Chief Craig as my chief police. Thank you.
So thank you. You can hold on, Artesia, because we probably have more for you, or you can call back. You're always welcome.
I'm going to stay on the phone with you, girlfriend.
Hold on. Our next call was from a 517 number. Can you click that one in for us, please? Yeah, but this is like crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you guys, Mel, feel about a Chief Craig running for...
Well,
this, like, what is the feeling?
To me, I thought it was funny, because he is a Republican, and
I know that.
Yes,
he said
Detroit
it
in
during
real life had a Democratic
press conference.
mayor.
Did you see the press conference?
Yeah,
And a
He said it.
Republican deputy mayor, which was Chief Craig for, I believe, like a year.
Okay, but how do you?
But see, this is the thing. I really don't think that he knows. He cares much about policy as somebody that's really trying to organize, or as somebody that's really trying to be in the loop.
Okay.
He's kind of standoffish about that, in my opinion. I don't think he really cares much about politics.
Right. So I just want to let you know that you're watching Politics with the Princess, and we're discussing Chief Craig maybe jumping into the statewide race as governor. But we are on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and follow. Call in and join the conversation, you guys, at 313-355-6018. And I want to know what you think about it, because you're 21. Cleophas. He hates his government name. Clee, what's your nickname? Just give us the nickname. We'll call you.
Clee.
We'll call you Clee.
Or Cleo.
Clee dog. Can I call you Clee? I like adding dog.
Clee dog.
You got an opinion, bro?
What do you think about a James Craig running for, and even if it's just a black man, what do you think about that, him running for governor statewide?
Like statewide, and then basically just saying how the Republican, but he running for Democrat?
No, he's a Republican and he will run Republican.
He will run Republican. I didn't say that. I said it was interesting that he was the deputy mayor of Detroit. In Detroit, if you're a Republican, people it could get violent. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Not true.
That's not. But if you are,
but I'm just saying it was interesting.
Because as mayor,
what he is doing to run for governor, I don't really care for.
Okay.
He is using Rashida Tlaib as a launching pad.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on MSNBC.
That was bullshit.
So, how do you feel about it, Jeremy?
I think it's interesting that the Republicans honestly have been finding someone to match a Barack Obama. Like, they understand now it's a melanin movement, right?
Right.
That you got black people running all over the country, winning in high places. So I think they're going to throw a ton of money behind him like they did John James, because he was in a dog fight with Gary Peterson.
But John James is still probably doing it too. So you have John James. What's the guy name that did not believe? Hold on, Curtis. Yeah. What's the guy name that does not believe in Black History Month? He wants that.
Oh yeah, he's in Grand
He's
Rapids.
running. So we have three black men fighting for the nomination on the Republican side, possibly.
Right. Republicans are looking.
What does that look like in Michigan?
He don't believe.
He
I
doesn't even
seriously,
Black History Month, the guy in the
I'd like to chime in too.
There you go. There you go, Artesia. Come on, tell us.
I would like to chime in and say, first of all, we need to quit trying to play the race card and say Republican bad or Democrat bad.
We're not saying
It's the
that.
best person who's fit for the job.
So, this
And
is-
number one, y'all keep mentioning all these black men running, but y'all better hope that they vote me in for mayor of Detroit, because if they don't, I'm putting my hat in to run for governor. And let's see what those men think about that.
I love her. So, my thoughts is this. The Michigan Democratic Party has to do some work.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Because
for sure.
it's apparent to me, because when you take yourself outside of it,
Right.
the image of 3 black men even getting pushed on the Republican side to even run for a statewide office is an issue for the Michigan Democratic Party.
Yes.
Because it takes a minute for them to, who are they pushing? Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think you guys are all, you vote, right?
Yes.
So you understand the difference between Democrat, all of that stuff. Think about the average guy that can easily be pulled to go Republican because he see himself on that side.
Exactly.
He sees somebody funding them on that side. And it might not happen in this. I don't think none of them can beat the governor, personally. I don't think it can happen.
I agree with that part about those men. I do agree with that part, but they don't have Artesia,
Let
though.
me finish, Artesia. You're not on the ballot, okay? You're not even, you're running for mayor right now. 1 second. So, I think that, she made me forget my thought. Can you not do that right now? So, wait, we got another call. Who's the other call? You want to open it up for us? So, the thing is, I think that that's an issue for the Michigan Democratic Party. Because it seems like black men are looking for somewhere to go. They already feel left out. And so if they see themselves in this place to go, they're going to go, right? They're accepting us. This is what's happening. Now, it might not happen during this election, but I always tell people this. What happens first? The shock. You're shocked. Oh, my God, that's never happened again before. 3 African-American men running for blah, 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 blah. People are supporting them. First is shock, and then comes comfort. And comfort leads to change.
And
I think strategically.
But
So over time, they can shift and start voting because like the Reagan Democrats. If it's shock first, and then it's comfort. Once you take away that that shock of the person, like say it's you're a Democrat, right?
Right.
And you probably been upset with the Michigan Democratic Party.
Yes. Very.
And you see this, and they're backing this guy, and you're a candidate, and you're running for mayor, but they've never backed you. And you see this, and the shock is over. You be like, hey, I'm going to go there. We're going to take another call. Hello?
Cincinnati. How are you?
Who is this?
Vanessa
Hey,
Cincinnati.
Vanessa, how are you? What do you want to comment on? We're here. Talk up so we can hear
well, I
you.
was just calling. I'm calling just to say hello to you in the audience and to say I'm a Baxter supporter. I believe that
You're a who
Baxter is
supporter?
innocent. The wheelchair is so big and cumbersome. There's no way his arms are long enough to do something like that.
We have no clue what you're talking about. You got to let us know. You're a
Oh,
Baxter supporter.
I'm sorry.
Educate
There was a
us.
gentleman.
Enlighten us.
There is a gentleman by the name of Baxter. I believe his name is Jones. And
The
he's
chair of
disabled.
The Disabled Caucus, right? Michigan Democratic Party
Yes.
Disability Caucus? Okay.
The Disability Caucus, yes. And he's wheelchair bound, and his wheelchair weighs over 3,000 pounds probably. It's huge. And he's a big man. He's not a small man. But his arms are not long enough to reach the ladies around, because he had a lunch bag on the left hand side.
Okay,
on the right
but we
side.
don't know. What is going on
Well,
with Baxter?
They have accused him of touching a woman during a rally.
Who
and
have accused him?
Is he in a wheelchair? How you
Yeah, I
doing?
heard about this.
He's in a wheelchair from neck down.
Yes, he's wheelchair bound.
We really gotta talk about that? That's
and he's also have I think a nerve disorder or something, and he can't even use his hands that well.
This is happening for real?
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's I mean they're accusing him of molesting this woman at the rally with his hands, and it's just not even possible to have happen.
No.
Okay, so who's accusing
they
him?
took
The
him.
woman or is other people? Is it a gang? Like, is it?
Well, what happened, political princess, is that he was running for the Disability Caucus president, and the vote, I believe, is May. It might have been May 18th, or it might have been the day, May 14th. I'm not sure which day it was, but they postponed the vote, the election, because of this.
Really?
Because they made him step down. Yep, they made him step down. Michigan Democratic Party made a decision to
So
make him
has he
step
been?
down.
Wait, has it been proven fact? Has he been?
No,
So why
No.
would they make him step down if it hasn't been proven?
I think
fact?
I think that was wrong.
Like, did the
because
Michigan
there's
Democratic
been so much
Party-
outpouring.
Vanessa,
Uh,
did the Michigan
yes.
Democratic Party investigate and they, interview people and they proved that it was fact? Or was it a hearing or they just said this, just step down?
Well, what happened was a lot of people from the rally or whatever, the girls' friends or what have you, wrote letters in regards to what had happened, and the Michigan Democratic Party, I guess they must have believed what she said or what have you, or said, well, this sounds serious, so they're going to shut it down. And
Well,
so
I would like to talk to Baba. Let him know that offline. But I know this is my first time hearing that. I'm not really deep into the convention and the party and the caucus. I do.
Yeah, I
have
did
the
write an
grassroots
email.
caucus, but this is
and
new.
I'm going to send you my email that I wrote so you could get updated on it.
Right.
Right now I'm sitting in a doctor's office.
But before you go, Vanessa,
I wanted
quick
to-
question. Before you go. Who
Yeah.
is your, because nobody wants to call in about this question. I want to know. Who is
Yeah.
your favorite elected official and why?
Wow, my favorite elected
You ain't
official.
get to pick one.
Wow, that's hard to say.
And
Right
everybody
now,
knows
Cameron,
Vanessa Oliver, so if they're listening, you're going to get in trouble because you ain't can pick one.
I know mine.
yes,
No.
my favorite right at the moment is Kamala Harris, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to know local, the ones that Kamala Harris, the vice president. Okay.
That's my favorite.
Why is she your
But-
favorite?
She's my favorite because she's the first African Asian American woman to be vice president of the United States of America.
Okay.
And I think that she, she'll go down in history, and I believe that she broke all first records, and I think that she's going to make an excellent vice president, and I'm so glad that, Biden Harris won.
Okay.
And, yeah, and I think she enhances his office.
I agree. So thank
Tremendously.
you for answering that question. If anybody else want to call in and tell us your favorite elected official and why, I want to know the favorites. I don't want to know the worst. This is the kind show. We like to, pour into them. They probably want to hear that they are your favorite. It's 313-355-6018 if you want to call in and tell us your favorite. And we just want to remind you that you are watching Politics with the Princess on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe and follow. Call us on any of these topics that we have been covering. Let us know what you think or enlighten us on something that we don't know, like Vanessa Oliver just did with the Baba Blackster and the Michigan Democratic Party issue with the Disability Caucus. Next, in this little session that I've added, okay, so we added a couple of things to the show because, like I said, I want it to be fun, but educational, but it has to be me. And so we have a couple things. We have this box right here. It has index cards in it with questions that you guys will pull And all of us have to answer those questions less than like 30 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we got the political princess crown, just for decoration. But every week, we're going to support and pour into an African, put that on, Curtis, an African American business. This week, we pick C&H, and I'm wearing his shirt. We have a caller, come in. So this week, we pick C&H. And hold on one second, we have a lot of callers. We pick C&H. And C&H is a young man. He's 21. And in a moment after we take these calls, we want you to tell us about C&H. Yes, caller, how can I help you? You're on with the political princess.
Hi, political princess. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? What's your name?
Dolores.
Last name? You don't want to give it? Oh,
Flamon.
hi, Dolores. Huh?
Dolores Flamons.
Hi, how are you? What topic do you want to discuss?
Excuse me?
I said, what topic or issue do you want to discuss today?
Support for Bubba Baxter.
Okay. We got to hear more about Bubba Baxter. We would love to talk to him and dive into that issue a little more. But thanks for calling about your support. Do you have a favorite elected official?
Do I, ma'am?
A favorite elected official?
Yeah, Bubba Baxter.
Okay.
That's who for chair.
Okay.
Of the Michigan Democratic Party. Disability Caucus.
He's getting a lot of support. Yes, please tell him that I would like to talk to him offline. I know him. So, I think we had another
He knows you as the princess?
Yes, he does. He knows me as Tashawna. We've organized in some things together. So, yeah. But I did not know this happened to him. So, I would like to talk to him and hear more about it. Do we have another caller?
They hung up.
Okay. So, Cleophas.
Yes.
Tell us, because I'm wearing his shirt, right?
Yeah.
And then, so you made me wear red shoes twice in 1 week. And I don't like to wear shoes twice in 1 week. I don't. No. But I wore them because it matches my shirt.
Thank you.
And I have purchased 2 shirts for you, and I need more, but I ain't been able to find you. Nobody ain't been able to contact you. That's an issue for me. Tell us about the why, your name, where you grew up from, and what the heck is Cash and Harmony?
Okay. My name is Cleophas Hemming, but I go by Clee.
Clee Dog? Okay.
Clee Dog. And I'm from the west side of Detroit, and I'm 21.
Okay.
And it's like, my brand came about, that the original name wasn't going to be Cash and Harmony, but it's like, Cash and Harmony is also my initials to my name, which is Clee Hammond.
Oh.
And so it's like, I've been around music. Like, I've been around music my whole life because we had a church in our family for years. And so it's like, I was around hard workers and music all of my life. So
okay.
It's like Cash and Harmony, it came to me because my family
music and working hard to get the cash.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like, also, it's like with me, anytime I was doing work, whether it's school or my job, I always have my music in, and it seemed like it make it go smoother when I'm making my money. I'm listening to music. So,
that is an interesting thing. So it's like you're at a headspace. It's like, you're gravitating, and the money just flowing in as you're just
listening to my music. I'm knocking stuff out. I'm doing what I have to do to achieve my money, and it's like music make it flow right past. And it's like they say, if you can have fun doing it, hard work is not hard work when you're having fun.
It's not hard work when you're having fun. Work should be fun.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Work should be fun. So we have a caller. Caller, hello, how are you? You're talking to the political princess.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings. How are you today?
I'm well. I'm just calling your number and wanting to find out what's going on.
Well, we're talking about a number of topics. One being we're introducing this great young man, 21 years old, that started his clothing line, Cash and Harmony. But if you were listening earlier, we talked about the Detroit mayor's race, and you can stay on the line and continue to listen and then drop in anytime you want. But I want to let the audience know every week we're going to have a question, right? It's a pop quiz question. So you can call in and answer this question, right? And you win free stuff. So this week, it would be a Cash and Harmony t-shirt. Or, and if you don't want the free stuff, you could just win and say, Tashawna, you can have this shirt because it's pink. So whoever calls in and win, they can say, oh, you can have this shirt. It's pink, right? So, yeah. Yes, we have another caller. The phones are crazy. Yes, hello, how are you today? You're on with the Political Princess in the gang. You guys are a gang now.
What up, though?
What up, though?
How y'all
Who's
doing?
calling?
Y'all all right? What's good? I'm coming in. I'm just calling to give a shout out to my little cousin.
What's your
Cleo.
name?
What's going on, brother?
What's your name? You guys say your name.
Oh, this Tito.
Your name is Tito, and Cash and Cleotis is your cousin, Cledog, right?
That's my guy.
Well, I am very impressed with Cledog.
You said who?
He hates that name. I'm very impressed with Clee. I think his clothing line is a great idea and it's wonderful. Thank you for calling in for him.
Oh, yeah, he doing big things. We got to support.
Yeah, we're going to support. Like, he just got a contract to do his shirts. Like, I just already saw it. He's doing his shirts for mayor.
All day long.
And any elected official I know, this is a black-owned T-shirt maker that can do your shirts. So we have another call coming in. Thank you, Tito, for calling in. Hello, how are you today?
Yeah, is this about Baxter?
This is not about Baxter, but people have been calling.
Who is this guy?
Y'all, we're going to talk to Baxter. You never met Baba Baxter? He's a tremendous fighter for the disability community.
I've seen him, but
yes.
Like,
so people, we have Vanessa Oliver Simpson call in and tell us what happened to him. And after that, people have been calling in and saying they support Baxter. So, do you support Baxter?
Free Baxter. Yeah, free Baxter all the way.
Name?
Yeah, Baxter's the man.
What's your name?
My name is Richard Clement.
I know you. Hi, Richard Clemens. How are you? So, free
I'm
Baxter.
I'm fine.
Thank you for calling in.
Hey, you're welcome. Baxter's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Okay. So, again, call in. The next person that calls in, just say, I wanna take the challenge on a question, right? I'm not giving a question out so people can look up on their phone. You're gonna get the question when you call. And you got 10 seconds to answer this question.
Look right at me.
Should we make it 5 seconds or 3 seconds? And so, the number to call in, you guys, is 313-355-6018. And we're also very curious of what do you think about Chief Craig running statewide. He did not say he was running for governor. I think it's just statewide office. But what do you think about the possibility of that? Also, what was one of our other topics? The municipal races.
Yes.
Let's talk about the other ones.
Yes.
Not yours.
Okay.
They're by district.
Okay.
Who do you think will win?
And what district?
At large.
For city council?
Yes, at large city council. You want to know names? Let's pick your brain.
I mean, Coleman, he's a threat at large. Nicole Small.
Coleman is a definite threat. Nicole Smalls is yeah.
Yeah, and who else running that? Wait, Yusuf is not running no more.
You have the person that sits there now. Brenda Jones is not running anymore.
She's not.
Janae
Ayers.
Ayers.
I really can't think of nobody else who's running at large.
At large, you have Mary Waters.
Oh, she running?
Mary Waters is running.
I don't know though. I mean,
Mary Waters is grassroots. Mary Waters is seniors. Seniors love Mary Waters.
Yeah, they do, but a lot of them did.
No. So, stop. Really?
I mean, that's what's
Are you running for mayor?
Yes, I am.
Well, you can't say that statement.
Because people want it to be fun.
But,
I'm trying to
but
you
run for mayor too.
spicing it up.
You say seniors dead.
No, I wasn't saying it like that. You're making me bad now.
Not clear it up.
I was saying
we lost a lot of them.
During the pandemic, we lost a lot of people and a lot of voters' support from the baby boomers.
I love it.
So just to clarify, I'm not saying
he didn't say that. Curtis is not like that. He just I am not. Yeah, he's very blunt, but he didn't mean that. He loved his singers. You do. Yes, you did a lot of senior homes. Yes.
Especially when I was with Free, we dealt with all the senior homes.
Oh, so let's talk about how me and Curtis. Yeah. So this is the story, right? And it's a lesson in this story. So Curtis Greene. I was working for Gretchen at the time. I still do. And Curtis was working for Shree. And so usually during this time, you're supposed to hate the person you're working against. I like to study and observe.
Baby, can you please pay attention to the phones?
Oh, we have a caller. Hey, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself? You've missed 3 calls so far.
They didn't tell us. How are you?
I'm well. This is Tony.
We have a person that
reporting
told us
to you
we
live from traffic.
Huh?
So this is Tony reporting to you live from traffic.
Oh God. Tony is supposed to be sitting here. You shouldn't be calling in.
No, I'm going to call in because I'm stuck in traffic, and I wanted to ask one question.
What's the question?
To our mayoral candidate.
Oh.
So, mayoral candidates, what do you believe is the most pressing issue for businesses in your community since COVID-19?
Well, that's easy. It's poverty. Poverty is always an issue.
The business community.
Yes, it's poverty. They got to get PPP because they broke, a lot of them now. And a lot of pastors is not in business no more. It is a business. Yeah. We must say it. A lot of pastors is doing bad. They trying to cash out people on Facebook now. It's a lot of stuff that need to be. I'm just being real. It's a lot of stuff that need to be done out there.
One thing I like about Curtis is that he's very blunt.
Very.
Jeremy, what do you ask? You want to repeat the question, Tony?
Yeah, so the question is, what do you believe is the top pressing issue for businesses since COVID-19?
Get the
cash flow. It's a cash flow. Like a lot of them are small business owners who really live honestly.
How is it in Pontiac right now with the small business owners?
Like, a lot of them are closing.
A lot of them are closing.
A lot of them closing because no funding, right?
Same in Detroit.
And it's especially for minority business owners. Like, they definitely need the PPP loans. But however,
how did that fare in Pontiac? Because they say the issue with that is that big corporations got them, small businesses didn't.
Right. And also you got to look at the scammers. So Deuces is Wild in Southfield, these 2 ladies over here scamming, right? And so, like, you got people, it was a couple in Detroit flexing. Like, oh, we got this money, we got a big mansion. The feds was like, thank you, on Instagram, right? So a lot of these businesses are suffering because, one, the LA Lakers was one of my favorite teams. It's my second favorite team ever. LA Lakers, I see that shirt.
What happened with the LA Lakers?
They're getting PPP loans, and so
wait, the LA Lakers?
Yeah, they applied for.
They get a PPP.
They didn't even get one.
They applied for it, and then when the heat got onto them about you getting money from the government, they gave it right back.
They're the richest franchise, ain't they?
They're one of the richest franchises in NBA history, in period. So it's like businesses are applying who don't need it. And then you got the scammers out there scamming the government and taking the money away, and the people who really need it are not getting it. So one of the things I want to do in Pontiac is when we have businesses pay taxes, we need to set a part of that money aside just for them.
Okay.
Just for this is their fund, right? And so that way, when we have situations like this, we can fund them because they're important. They're important.
They're very important. I mean, what drives your small businesses drive your economy in your city.
Exactly.
So it's very important. You don't want people going outside of the city all the time because it's no mall in Detroit anymore.
No. Right.
It was Northland.
Right.
So you gotta go outside to Dearborn, Fairlane. What's another one? Oh, Gray Lakes. Oh, you gotta go there.
Gray Lakes is outside of Pontiac. Pontiac doesn't have it anymore. Summit Place is gone. That used to be the major plug over there. So, yeah.
Tony, any more questions from you? And how far are you?
I'm outside.
So why are you not in here? Just pull in
here. Okay, I'm coming in.
Oh, really? So, Curtis.
Yes.
We met during you were helping Shree, and I was Gretchen.
Right.
Yeah.
So, this is what the thing was, right? I saw how Tashawna was running. Tashawna, she got similar side of strategy to me, but a little different. I think Tashawna a little bit more loving. I'm a complete asshole when I'm working, but it works for me because it's a method to my madness. I'm no nonsense when it's something on the floor. That's why.
I'm no nonsense.
Yeah, you are, but it's
I'm very
you
no
got
nonsense.
a motherly vibe. I'm like the mean ass big brother. You know what I'm saying?
But what I liked about Curtis was this, because people wrote him off as aggressive, crazy.
You can say what they wrote me off as.
Crazy,
say what
don't
they call
know.
Me.
But he went through Detroit. So much so that we needed to say, let's hit all counties. Like, you know, so we did want to win in all counties. But Shree won Detroit. But I always say this. In politics, they want you to hate the person that is... No, I don't. Not at all. Right. I study them. I want to know what you are about. I am intrigued to find out what pushes you. You want to learn everything possible about the person that you're working against, what they like, what they don't like, what pisses them off, what makes them happy. You know, what motivates them when they wake up every morning, and that's how you beat them. That's that mama mentality. Beat them by hating them. That's the stupidest thing in the world. You beat them by studying them. But, and then also I respect the work. I don't have to like you to respect your work. You don't have to like me to respect my work. He worked his... I got a cuss jar. So we supposed to put money in it. But I have a cuss. But he worked his ass off. And he went places that never was thought of. He helped me change my game. Because he literally talked to everybody and increased the vote. Like, having everybody vote, sign up for registration.
Well, we got 400 canvassers.
I want him giving him an award. I don't. That's one thing that I don't do. I do not hate the person that's running. And we're trained that in African American, you know, politics really gets dirty and nasty. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to be dirty and nasty to win. I win with a smile. Curtis like to be.
But just
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Tashawna didn't attack us, but everybody else.
No, I didn't. I don't attack people.
Everybody
Guess
else.
what? I don't attack with words.
Right.
I attack with work.
Actions.
Right.
Okay.
Tashawna didn't attack.
I'm not about to
everybody
spend
else
my
did.
time talking shit to you.
Right.
I'm about to spend my time working against the win.
Right.
While you yelling, talking all of this, I'm focused at night on winning.
It was this was the winning formula. We at first it was just really essentially me in Detroit.
It was only you, and then he hired all them other people that over you and all of this.
And when Shree saw how serious I was, and I got like 500 mom songs down, and people want to support them all over my area, like. And Rico
let's cut
Razzo
this short real quick.
On me.
Interruption.
Yes.
All he won was Detroit. I won Wayne County.
Yes.
High fives on that.
I know she did.
All he won was Detroit. I won all 83 counties. High five on that.
You did. Okay. I'm just saying though, you didn't get that one though. You didn't get that one though.
All 83 counties with the win. Who's governor?
All right. That's all right.
Who's governor?
That's
Who's
all right.
governor?
That's all right. You know what?
But that's where and we are never on the same team.
Right.
But we respect each other's work.
That's not all the way true.
No, I'm
saying.
saying.
Because we flipped Macomb County for Gretchen. If you listening, Governor, yes, we did.
You did.
Yes, we did.
You did.
No,
I'm not saying for the governor's race. I'm saying just down the line. We don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we respect each other.
But that's democracy.
And that's how it should be. Right. And that's the type of relationships I build. I want to remind everybody before we go any further that you are listening to Politics with the Princess on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live because they're on Facebook right now, you guys. You go to their pages. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and then you can share, follow, and subscribe. Call in now if you want to win a t-shirt. If you want to win something free from Cash and Hermie.
I ain't get to say who
and
my
do this question.
Was.
You will. And you will say who your favorite politician is. Call in at 313-355-6018 so you can win a Cash and Harmony free t-shirt. If nobody calls in to win, I just get it free. So, either way, I win. Because if you win, you're going to give it to me, right?
You getting t-shirts today. You getting 2 t-shirts from me.
Who is your favorite? We'll go to him first. Politician and why?
Locally
elected official.
Or period?
Period. It can be period.
I like AOC.
Okay, why?
She bad. She don't care about the establishment. You know,
that's what you like to, ain't it?
She like.
Well, I mean, it's a toss up.
Who your favorite?
It's a toss up.
I like Rashida Tlaib.
Yes, it's a toss up between her and Rashida and Stephanie Chang to me.
Corey Bush.
Let me tell you about
and
Rashida
Chang.
Tlaib. When I first started politics, I started in Southwest Detroit, and I did a lot of work in Inkster. But Southwest Detroit took me in, right? In walks this lady with jeans and t-shirt on and just hair and a ponytail, and she's like standing up talking and running the meeting, right? At the police meeting, precinct meeting. I find out later that she's the state rep. But I look at her and see that she's grassroots. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, wow.
Right.
Okay, so I don't got to be in heels and suited. I can fight for she was so outspoken. She was I was just intrigued. Like, okay, I like her. And she has remained the same. All the way up at Congress.
That's why I love AOC. She was a waitress.
I know, I saw that story.
New York waitress. She was working class, and she made it all the way up to the most powerful place on earth, Washington D.C., and being a representative.
Right.
I love that story because that's America's story.
I wrote an article about AOC and Rashida Tlaib that's published on Vocals, verified thing. But AOC, I like her. She's just like a fireball.
Right,
Rashida,
she is.
Rashida
used
more,
to be that.
She's more so like she got this motherly vibe, but she's always doing stuff.
Rashida is
she
a
got
beast.
thousands for people in this pandemic.
Rashida
you know
has
what I'm saying?
built,
and
a lot.
Rashida, the first time I met her, before, like a year before that I tried to run the first time, but I didn't know who she really was like that. And she was so nice. She took, you know what I'm saying? She took my phone.
Look, you're not used to that, are you?
Yeah, she took my phone.
He said it like, I'm not used to.
Yeah, she
She's
took my phone
nice.
and just and did a selfie.
Yeah, that's
and
her.
all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, it was a sugar law. They put something together. We was right there at the cast comments, right? And so I did my thing, and I was talking about my platform. I had people cheering. Garland was there, all of them. I was before Garland, Garland.
Before y'all make.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Oh, he shooting.
I didn't say that.
Well,
He fired from the air, bro.
He
I
fired.
didn't say that, bro.
UPD.
Bro, I didn't say that,
UPD.
Garland. I know Garland. I didn't say that.
I'm Jeremy Bowie, Mayor
I know
candidate
Garland too. I
Pontiac.
kind of work with him.
I don't
Yeah.
consent to any of it.
I'm just saying, you trying to make it like I'm trying to dog him.
None of the comments here are.
You keep blaming me for stuff. So before we go on to announcements, you guys got 1 minute. I need you to announce like where your Facebook at, how people can get involved with your campaign. So Facebook campaign, Instagram, how can they contact you to help Jeremy run for Pontiac mayor?
Once again, I'm Jeremy Bowie. You can reach me at bowieforpontiac.com, BOWIEFORPONTIAC.com, bowieforpontiac@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Go to my website. I think I'm one of only 2 people running for the mayor of Pontiac that has a website. So I'm taking this serious. I'm in it to win it. And so just go on my website, contribute to my campaign, buy T-shirts, yard signs. Reach out to me. If you got a barbecue, you want the young mayor, potential mayor to come, I'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be
Okay,
there.
cool. They can contact you through Facebook, Messenger, and all
Facebook,
that stuff, right?
Jeremy Bowie.
How do they tell us about your website and how people can get in touch with you?
Well, you can get in contact with me through social media. That Curtis Christopher Greene, Silent E on Facebook. C Christopher Greene on Instagram. You also at Curtis C Greene on Twitter. And also www.curtisformayor.com. I actually have a website where I have AOC's article that I wrote on her and the Rashida Tlaib, and also Ayanna Presley.
Check that out.
And also other times that I've done public speaking. And I just want everybody to reach out to me and support me, man. My stuff about to come through with Sec Blue, because I got sabotaged. They try to kick me off the ballot. I got all that rectified. I had 3,100 doors. They tried to cheat. I got the documentation, and so everything worked out anyway, even though they tried to cheat me. So that's why you gotta support me, baby.
Okay, I love you, Curtis. How can we find you?
So Cash and Harmony is on Facebook and Instagram as of right now, and it's Cash and Harmony, so all spelled out, and cashandharmony.com is my website, and my personal Facebook is Clee Hammond.
Okay, not Cleotis, not Cledog.
No,
Clee Hammond.
just Clee Hammond.
Okay, so how can you guys find me? I am on Facebook, Tashawna Political Princess. No, I was about to say .com because I got a Tashawna Political Princess Gill, and I want to let you know about some upcoming events we have really quick. We have the Cupcake and Princess Tour. We will be in Kalamazoo this weekend. That is on my Facebook. I will not give you addresses right now so we can get to it. We have something called that I wanted to talk about. I love it. We got to take a picture. We have something called the Juneteenth Week of Excitement, you guys. We will talk about that next Friday and get more in depth. The African American Leadership Awards is hosting Juneteenth Week of events. And then it ends with the African American Leadership Awards. We have a new venue, brand new venue, built from the ground up. I am pretty sure you guys have seen me post on Facebook. It's the music hall is building an amphitheater right now. I'm leaving here to go take pictures of it every day. We get pictures of it and I post because I'm excited. And it's outside venue. It holds over 1,000 people, but we're only allowing right now 500 people. So you need to get your tickets now. And it is on, you can go to the music hall and find us, our event, June 19th, and get your tickets. Cleotis may be there with his shirts if he wants to. But we will talk about African American Leadership Awards and everything involved next Friday. So let's pull a question. So before we go, we got like 2 minutes. Name something that happened to you this week that made you smile. Cleotis, 30 seconds.
Something that happened this week that made me smile. My mother was able, Mother's Day.
Oh, it's so sweet. I had a good Mother's Day. My son, I think, got me something. I don't know. Jeremy. Something that happened this week to make you smile. 30 seconds. Nothing?
Yeah, like, people reaching out to me, like, I would donate to your campaign. Like, anybody else, I would have gave them $10.
Anybody that give you $1.
Right.
That's a good thing.
One lady was like, I believe in you so much, just, I love you. So, anybody else, I'd give them $10, but I'm going to give you this much amount.
Okay. Curtis.
Me, I got an endorsement.
From, you don't want to announce yet? Who?
It's Active Vote.
Oh, okay.
Active Vote. I didn't know. I had no idea they knew who the hell I was, but they looked at my website and they like what I was talking about, obviously. And also, a lot of good women told me I was handsome.
Oh, okay. That should make you smile. What happened? That should definitely make you smile. Was they telling the truth?
Oh, yeah. What you think?
I'm just playing. Just playing. So, something that happened to me that made me smile was
she
that.
Know I'm a chocolate piece of man candy. She know it.
You are. That's what it was when I saw you. I was like, forget the street thing. He fine. I gotta like him, right? That's what I said. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about work. I was thinking about look. So something that happened this week that made me smile, you guys. 17-year-old boy who's graduating from high school. His name is Frederick, right? We call him Fred Jr.
Yeah, y'all.
So he reached out to me and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about possibly shadowing you. For a 17-year-old to make that initiative to say, I want to be out there and do that, I was like, hell, anything you need.
Right.
I'm going to say no. So, yeah, that made me smile because it let me know that we do have hope. And, they want to, even if you offer. Yeah. But I didn't offer. He reached out to me. Right. And then I was like, you can have anything you want. But that made me smile. So, I'm definitely wearing Cash and Harmony a lot. I will be able to find you, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I need your number because somebody else ain't tell me your number. You'll be back to talk about how your campaign going. Okay? Yeah. So we'll have you back in a couple weeks so we can hear about how your campaign going. I'm pretty sure people want to hear more. And you as well. You talk to us about the trials and tribulations in Pontiac and how your campaign is going. And that's it for Politics with the Political Princess. Come hang out with us in Kalamazoo this weekend. Find us on Facebook.